I do not even understand what to tell you guys anymore. The markets have just gotten so loopy and so euphoric, it has stopped making any feel. But right here's the deal. We've made a great amount of cash in the XRP community. If you are retaining Bitcoin, in case you're maintaining Solana, Cardano, you have made a whole lot of money. And listen, I do suppose that a correction will sooner or later come. However, you're going to want to concentrate to what I'm approximately to show you guys in cutting edge video regarding Blackrock, Coinbase, Michael Saylor, and so much extra. I imply it's miles simply blowing my mind what is currently happening proper now, and I truly just do not even understand what to do with myself. I've made so much cash that I am losing my thoughts. Okay, now I want to start with a humorous little factor. We all realize this man proper right here, Jim Kramer. Now these days he went on his super mad money display and he had some interesting matters to mention. So I wanted to expose you men this clip because Jim Kramer, I hate this guy, I hate this man because every unmarried time he is bullish, bearish things begin to take place. And so you understand, I need to reveal you men a few bearish things these days. I'm going to reveal you guys some extraordinarily bullish things these days, and we are going to get down to what's certainly going on. But first, let's roll the clip. Mr. MSTR, I've given to tell you it's a Bitcoin play. I prefer to certainly own Bitcoin. I know that Citron put a few sort of brief on it. All I can inform you is personal Bitcoin. That's a winner. And that, girls and gentlemen, is the conclusion of the own Bitcoin. That's a winner. A lot of people are announcing it truly is the pinnacle sign. We're going to get to the lowest of that right here nowadays. But allow us to begin by way of talking approximately what is taking place inside the economic system. Okay, because right now China is currently in an economic disaster, and this may be disregarded due to the fact if China does not get its ducks in a row, it'll be a terrific, huge economic melancholy. But permits pass over this due to the fact crypto may want to potentially be a solution for Chinese traders, and this honestly may want to push cryptocurrency tons better. So this isn't always a bad factor if you're a loopy lunatic crypto holder like myself. So here is a chart showing China ETF outflows this week. Following large inflows on China's stimulus measures, investors began pulling out again. This is the biggest China ETFs. I noticed a report $984 million in withdrawals closing week. FX, I have seen 5 consecutive weekly outflows. Now that is a historic quantity of outflows, as you can see from the chart right here. We've by no means seen numbers like this in terms of ETF outflows. And so what this virtually indicates is the Chinese investors are pretty scared proper now. I mean, there was a week of report inflows and now we're getting document outflows. Really exciting stuff going on here. China Internet ETF KEB skilled a $710 million outflow final week, almost the most on record. This comes as the recent government stimulus measures have disappointed traders' expectations at the same time as the bleak economic outlook persists. Investors are pulling out of China, and at the same time as loads of billions of greenbacks of stimulus have started, Chinese consumer sentiment is terrible. Over the remaining 3 years, purchase self-belief in China is down 50 factors. Such a drop in patron assessment of the Chinese economy has almost never been visible before. And so it's looking more and more likely every unmarried day that China is going to essentially implode. There's quite more money. It is now not doing anything. People are even picking out extra money from the inventory marketplace, and you know. The government isn't left with many picks because quite a great deal all in their banks are in massive problem because they have a collapsing populace with a ton of actual property developers which are over leveraged, and it's just a truly, really horrific time to be an investor in China proper now. And so a number of humans are asking, like, what does this suggest? Well, in my personal opinion, I assume that a lot of human beings are going to be pulling out of the Chinese actual state marketplace and the Chinese inventory market. And those are basically all Chinese investors. And what they are probably going to appearance to start doing is making an investment into asset lessons that are not reliant on their government all over again. And I assume this is absolutely going to be Bitcoin. Well, I assume that is going to be XRP. I think that is going to be other cryptocurrencies. And so I truly see Chinese monetary disaster that we're witnessing here being a simply proper thing for Bitcoin. We're beginning to see a lot more humans pass into cryptocurrency when there are instances of economic uncertainty, as it's basically this factor becoming a globally agreed upon element that Bitcoin is a shop of cost for everybody. And it is the high quality way to do it due to the fact there may be no government that would print Bitcoin. Now, due to this, we are able to see a ton of really distinguished figures in the manage insane quantities of cash. One of them is the Charles Schwab CEO pronouncing, I actually have not offered crypto and now I feel stupid. We will get into spot crypto. Now, Schwab manages $9 trillion in belongings, okay? So this is obviously quite massive. We basically have people that have been anti-crypto for the longest time pronouncing crypto is a rip-off, a Ponzi scheme, a pyramid scheme. It is most effective used by those varieties of humans at the moment are announcing, I'm stupid, we are going to get into Bitcoin now. And so, yeah, those human beings manage trillions of greenbacks, and they may be watching at the sidelines as humans like Michael Saylor are pretty literally making the maximum insane amount of cash I've ever visible in my life. Now, You might be thinking, what does any of this should do with XRP? I'm going to get to that during a second. However, first we want to speak approximately MicroStrategy, okay? Because that is insane. I've in no way visible anything like this, guys. Like, it hurts my head. I am struggling to wrap my thoughts around what is currently happening in the crypto markets, okay? This is insane. This is beyond something I've ever seen. This is natural euphoria, and people are simply making a lot of cash right now. It does no longer make feel. We have humans which might be turning a pair thousand greenbacks into hundreds of thousands of bucks proper now. We have humans in my very own Discord network which are making live, changing money proper now. I suggest we're literally speaking about tens of lots of greenbacks within the closing, like, week. That's insane, guys. It is absurd what is going on right now, and I don't know how long this is going to be lasting for. However, we honestly want to keep to make most use of it. The grind for me is non-forestall. I'm just going non-forestall, making as tons of money as viable, after which, once the whole thing cools down, okay, we may want to take a breather. But right now, all hands on deck, men. It is time to fasten in and make a few money, okay? I want to present you guys a breakdown of what MicroStrategy has been capable of do right here, okay? Master MicroStrategy Mister can be the most worthwhile organization in the USA and growing the fastest in the interim. They've made $5.4 billion in Bitcoin gains in weeks, $500 million an afternoon. Not very many companies make $500 million an afternoon, guys. They're now a Bitcoin treasury enterprise this is developing, and that they expect Bitcoin to go up 29% to 12 months for 21 years. Yeah, market is by means of Bitcoin 20 instances quicker than the everyday issuance of the coin, presently based totally off of the mining. And they may be going to make $3 billion in this week's convertible bond, or $30 billion if Bitcoin does what they count on. So we have people which can be having a bet on cryptocurrency Bitcoin and are making so much money they don't know what to do with it, right? And you already know greater human beings want to bet on XRP due to the fact, right, here's the deal, man. XRP has been doing even crazier numbers than Bitcoin. Okay, well, in the period of time that Bitcoin has long passed from like 80,000 to where it is right now, 95,000. We've seen XRP cross from like 50 cents to like $1.47. I imply that is insane. It is sort of 3x in charge in like the closing couple of weeks, man. This is blowing my thoughts. I did not suppose any of this become feasible to take place this soon. And so you realize I do not know what to anticipate within the subsequent little while here, due to the fact you already know that is just... It's simply blowing me away, frankly speaking. It's just completely blowing me away at this factor. But here's what I can say with utmost self-belief. Based off of what we are seeing right now, you do not need to sell your cryptocurrency yet. And I'm going to let you know why. Okay, primary Blackrock bought $608 million well worth of Bitcoin the day gone by. BlackRock's going to be launching more ETFs, Solana ETFs, XRP ETFs, you call it. They're going to release them. They're going to have the regulatory readability to do it. Now, I think because of this, trillions of more bucks are going to flood into all of the other cryptocurrencies which might be going to have their ETFs released. If your concept right now is euphoric, if your idea right now become insane, loopy, unbelievable, just wait. Just look forward to ETFs to be launched for altcoins from the largest asset manager within the international.